everyone, and thank you all for coming. It's just a pleasure to see everyone come out year after year to these meetings. It's just really wonderful. One of the things that I want to do, and I forgot my page down there, so I'm going to ask somebody to throw it up to me. I want to thank the board that's worked so hard this year and in previous years to keep this organization going. We have this year on the board of directors Robert Ralph, or Bob Ralph, and I'd ask you to maybe stand up as I call your name. Tom Black, Elaine Maharo, Jerry Jetty, Mark Tyson, I don't think Mark is here tonight, Tim Mount, Dale Rose, Mike Wesley, Joan Cooney, and Bob Lamont. And there's also Larry Scholdice as well too. Larry was out of town today and he's driving back, I think, from Kitchener or someplace like that. But he plans to join us, he and Sherry, later on. So thank you very much for everything that you've done this year. And I also want to thank the people like Marlene Black and Don Wesley and Janie Ralph and a whole bunch of other people that make this association work. And also a shout out to Ruth Perron and Shirley Mosley, who tirelessly show up every single time to help us. So this was a very great year for the Carelton Landowners and for the Ontario Landowners. It was quite remarkable. We had a very successful conference in April, and I don't know how many of you came to that, but I see a few people here that made it out to that. We'd like to do that again, and we'd like your feedback on what should we do. If you go and take a look on our website, if you happen to be on the internet, most of the presentations from that day are posted on our website, and I think you'll find that they're very quality presentations. And our idea was to get the word out on a lot of different things that people have been asking us about, and I think we accomplished that. The other thing that I think is remarkable throughout the Ontario Landowners is improvements in our communications. The Ontario Landowners Association has a very good website as well. Just Google Ontario Landowners Association and it'll come up. We've got a free online newsletter that goes out once a month. It tells you all sorts of good information. And the other thing it does is it lets people all across Ontario, across Canada, and indeed across the world communicate with us. And I think Marlene will attest to this. I think every day or every second day, she gets a note from that website saying, "Can you help us?" And the way that that works is Marlene then distributes that to a panel, and more likely than not, somebody in that group is going to have an answer for that person. So this was something we talked about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, is how can we not have Tom Black answering every single question that comes in over the telephone. And it basically happened by itself, and I think it's working. I think it's working fairly well. So that's fairly good. Now I know that there are governments out there that are not happy with our message. Because we see things disappearing off the off the internet. For example, a lot of us have had problems with something called a guideline from the Ministry of the Environment called D55 that is being applied to single-out severances, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But that document used to be on the internet. internet. You used to be able to go to the MOE website and find it. It's gone. Gone. The other thing that we've noticed that has disappeared is there used to be a note on the Ministry of Natural Resources website which said, once you have your Crown Land patent, the MNR has no interest in your land. That's gone. Gone. And you will see there now that they reserve the right to plan for your land. So it's gone, but it's not gone. We keep copies. And we have them. So ladies and gentlemen, the focus tonight is on municipal politics, and I'm very pleased to see so many high-quality candidates running in the rural wards. We desperately need some changes in rural Ottawa. We desperately need changes all across Ottawa, but I think particularly in the rural area. We're the biggest geographic area, but we have the smallest voice. If you consider it by population. So I really think the interesting news here is what's happening in the rural wards. There's one of the councillors, Doug Thompson, has stepped down. He's not running again. So that leaves 3 other councillors, and they all have competition. And I think there's a very real likelihood that we could change the face of the Agriculture and Rural Affairs Committee. Many of you have diligently come out meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting when we went down to make presentations about the unfairness of the regulation, the guideline on single lot severances. And I think some of you have not been very happy with the way we were treated there and the way that that committee runs. So, vote wisely. You have the potential to change the face of our act. I extended an invitation to not only the councillors. Some time ago I gave them an invitation face-to-face. I don't think there are any of the rural councillors here. I also extended an invitation to the candidates who are running in the rural wards and a few others as well. I apologize for my negligence. There are 2 candidates running in Cumberland, and I missed sending them an invitation, so I will write to them and apologize for that. That was my oversight. We got regrets from 3 candidates. One was Tom Dawson, and the other one was Guy Massaro, and lastly George DeRuse. And I believe all 3 of those are running in Osgoode Ward, if I'm not mistaken. Bruce Faulkner, are you here? He did say he was coming, but I know that sorry? Oh, okay. I know that a couple of the candidates are out canvassing and will arrive later. So if you're not here, we'll give you a shout out when you arrive. Darren Wood also said he was going to come as well too. I don't know if he's arrived yet. People are still coming in. Dan Scarf. Hi Dan, thank you. Dan Scarf is Rito Goulburn, so please take the opportunity to go and say hello. Guy Annabel is also here. Annabel, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Annabel? Yeah, he is here. There he is at the back. I know. Guy is running in College Ward against Rick Shirely. So please give a shout out to him as well.
Rick would have been here, but he didn't read the invitation.
He actually didn't get one. And Kim Sheldrick, also from Osgoode. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you here. Davis Jamaicans, I know is not here, but will be showing up later. His campaign team is at the back there. They have literature to pass out, so please go and visit them as well. And last but certainly not least, Jonathan Mark from this ward here, Ward 5, West Carleton March. And I see that his campaign manager is here, Tracy Jardine from Pinto Valley Ranch. Thanks, Tracy. And I'm going to announce right now that I am supporting Jonathan Mark for Ward 5. He will show up later on, and please take the time to say hello to him as well. We have Mike McGuire, who is running for mayor. Have I missed anyone who's...
Faulkner's here now.
Oh, Bruce? Hi, Bruce. Thank you very much for coming. There are many good candidates. There are many that are running that aren't here. So have a look at all of them. I think this is really, as I said, the most exciting race that we've had out in the wards for quite a long time, and so enjoy. I'd also like to introduce Jack McLaren, who is the MPP for Carleton, Mississippi Mills. And Janet is here as well. Janet McLaren, his wife. Janet is the hardest working MPP spouse that I know. Thank you, Janet. We also have Frank Burns, who has traveled down from Perth, yes, but it's the North